As the holiday shortened week kicks off, futures point to an uptick. Higher oil prices and expectations of market-supportive policies from President-elect Trump are swaying sentiment. At the end of last week, the U.S. indices consolidated. On Friday, the equity averages were pressured by consumer durables and apparel, pharmaceuticals, biotech and life sciences, and healthcare equipment and services sectors. On the economic data front, the leading index improved by just 0.1% in October, in line with estimates. As for your advancers and decliners, 60% of SP500 constituents traded lower on Friday. And in the after-hours market, Headwaters announced that it has agreed to be acquired by Australia's Boral Limited for $24.25 per share in cash, or an enterprise value of $2.6 billion. The acquisition has been unanimously approved by the boards of directors of both companies, but is subject to customary closing conditions. The deal is expected to be completed in the mid-calendar year of 2017. Separately, Semantic Core will acquire LifeLock Inc. for $2.3 billion. Shares of LifeLock jumped nearly 15% in pre-market trading. And Facebook will buy back $6 billion worth of shares starting the first quarter of 2017, this according to a regulatory filing. Also, the company announced that Jas Athwal will step down as chief accounting officer. In today's earnings releases, it is fairly quiet before the Bell Tyson Foods will be reporting. Fourth quarter EPS is seen at $1.16 versus 89 cents a year ago. As for economic data today, we have a light calendar. We have the October Chicago Fed National Activity Index. And taking a look at overseas markets, Asian markets were mostly higher, with the Nikkei gaining nearly 0.8%, the Hang Seng flat, and South Korea's Kospi down by minus 0.4%. European indices are still consolidating today. For your U.S. equity indices for the SP 500 on an intraday basis, the bullish bias stands above 2168. Now, trading central analysts prefer long positions above that level, with targets standing at 2190 and 2200 in extension. As for the Nasdaq on an intraday basis, the bullish bias stands above 4775, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average on an intraday basis, the bullish bias is above 18,700.